The hell do you think you're doing with that tin star, boy?
Watch that boy shit, redneck. You talking to the sheriff of Rock Ridge.
Well, now, if that don't beat all. Here we take the good time and trouble to slaughter every last Indian in the West, and for what? So they can appoint a sheriff that's blacker than any Indian. I am depressed.
Excuse me, Mr. Taggart, sir, but I sure do hate to see you like this. What if me and the boys was to shoot that nigger dead? Would that pep you up some?
That might help.
All right, boys. On the count of 3.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Don't pay no attention to that, Alky. He can't even hold a gun, much less shoot it. Like I said, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey movie gang, I'm Movie Man Gary. Today we're talking about a Hollywood legend who knew exactly how to get people laughing in the movie theaters, and still does. His name, Mel Brooks. This guy is the OG when it comes to pushing boundaries in comedy, blending satire, slapstick, and musical numbers, all in a way that never failed to keep people coming back for more. So let's dive into the genius of director Mel Brooks, the man who redefined Hollywood comedy on this episode of Lights, Camera, Classics. Cue the laughs! Okay, so who is Mel Brooks? Mel was born in 1926 in Brooklyn, New York, and right from the start, he was a funny kid. He got his start in the Army during World War II by cracking jokes, literally making his buddies laugh as a morale booster. When he got back, he started writing comedy for TV, eventually joining forces with the legendary Sid Caesar for Your Show of Shows, a live comedy sketch show in the 50s. Working alongside legends like Carl Reiner, he honed his craft. But Mel was never just satisfied writing. He had big dreams of making movies that would shake things up and make people laugh harder than ever.
It's so simple. Step 1, we find the worst play in the world, a surefire flop. Step 2, I raise $1 million. A lot of little old ladies in the world. Step 3, you go back to work on the books. Phony lists of backers, one for the government, one for us. You can do it, Bloom. You're a wizard. Step 4, we open on Broadway. And before you can stay, Step 5, we close on Broadway. Step 6, we take our $1 million, we fly to Rio de Janeiro. Rio by the sea.
Oh, wait a minute, Royce.
Oh, Mio, oh, my.
You're holding me too tight.
Rio by the sea. Oh, me.
I'm an honest man. You don't understand.
No, Bloom, you don't understand. This is fate. This is destiny. This is kismet. There's no avoiding it.
Mr. Bialystok, not more than 5 minutes ago, I doctored your books. That, sir, is the ultimate extent of my criminal life.
Whoa! I want that money!
Oh, I fell on my key.
So let's talk about Mel's big break, The Producers. Released in 1967, this movie was like nothing anyone had ever seen. The plot? A failing Broadway producer and his accountant scheme to get rich by creating the biggest flop they can, only for it to accidentally become a hit. Wild, right? Oh, and get this, they're trying to make a musical about Hitler. In typical Mel Brooks style, he took a topic you wouldn't dare touch and somehow made it hilarious. This was the movie that won him his first Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay and set him up as a creative force in Hollywood.
And the winner is Mel Brooks for The Producers.
Just the best of luck, Mel. And do me a favor, huh?
You did 20 minutes, you killed my whole thing already.
The tanks will be in Friday.
The tanks. Thank you very much. I didn't trust myself in case I won, so I wrote a couple of things here. I want to thank the Academy of Arts, Sciences, and Money for this wonderful award. Well, I'll just say what's in my heart. Ba-bump, 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 ba-bump.
Fast forward to 1974 and Mel releases Blazing Saddles, a movie that blew up everything people thought they knew about Westerns. And by blew up, I mean he literally threw every stereotype out the window. The film follows a black sheriff, played by Cleavon Little, who gets assigned to a racist town in the Wild West. This movie was bold, it was ridiculous, and it tackled social issues like racism, all while making people laugh so hard they could barely breathe. Imagine taking every serious cowboy movie and remixing it to throw shade at racism. The movie became an instant classic and a cultural conversation starter.
Hey, the sheriff is near.
What did he say? The sheriff is near.
No, got a blaming thing blowing. The sheriff is near.
As chairman of the Welcoming Committee, it is my privilege to extend a laurel and hearty handshake to our new nigger.
Blazing Saddles wasn't even his only huge hit in 1974. Brooks also gave us Young Frankenstein, one of the best spoofs on horror movies ever made. In this black and white comedy, he parodies classic monster movies, with Gene Wilder playing Dr. Frankenstein, only he insists it's pronounced Frankenstein. The movie's humor is both ridiculous and clever, hitting you with punchlines and visual gags non-stop. Young Frankenstein had everyone cracking up.
What's the matter? Quick, give him the... Quick, give him the...
What? Give him the what? 3 syllables. First syllable sounds like...
Head! Sounds like head! Bed! Said!
Said!
Second syllable, little word, this, that, the.
Said, dirty word! He said a dirty word!
Sounds like, to give!
Said, give! Give him a sedative!
Oh, tip! Sedative!
On the nosy!
Sedative?
And it even got Oscar nominations. Imagine that, a parody getting nominated for Academy Awards. Only Mel Brooks could pull that off.
Where is it? Where is it?
What?
There's always a device. If I can just spot the triggering mechanism. Hello? It seems louder over here. Hand me that candle, will you? Put the candle back. All right. I think I have it figured out now. Take out the candle, and I'll block the bookcase with my body.
Now listen to me very carefully. Don't put the candle back. With all of your might, shove against the other side of the bookcase. Is that perfectly clear?
I think so.
Good girl.
Put the candle back.
So by now, we know Mel Brooks can spoof pretty much anything, but in 1977, he took aim at another target, Alfred Hitchcock. Yep, High Anxiety is Brooks' love letter to thrillers, especially Hitchcock classics like Psycho and Vertigo. Mel even starred as Dr. Thorndike, a psychiatrist with a fear of heights, who gets caught up in a murder plot. It's filled with suspenseful moments that somehow turn hilarious, like when Dr. Thorndike is attacked by pigeons. Mel even got Hitchcock's blessing for this one, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. Even the master of suspense knew Mel Brooks had skills. I did a feature on Hitch you should check out. I'll leave the link in the description box. Now let's talk about a cult favorite, Spaceballs. Imagine Star Wars, but with more ridiculous characters and zero rules. This movie parodies Star Wars, Star Trek, and pretty much every sci-fi trope out there. You've got Darth Helmet, the knockoff Darth Vader, Yogurt, a little green monster who teaches the Schwartz, and even a dog named Barf. It's so over the top and the humor still hits. Even now, people quote this one non-stop. It's kept Mel Brooks relevant with new generations. I mean, who else could make a movie where people go to ludicrous speed and keep a straight face?
Shall I have Snotty beam you down, sir?
I don't know about that beaming stuff. Is it safe?
Oh, yes, sir. Snotty beamed me twice last night. It was wonderful.
All right, I'll take a shot at it. What the hell, it works on Star Trek.
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
And his cousin?
He's an asshole, too, sir. Gun is made first class Philip Asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship, anyhow?
Yo!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
So why does Mel Brooks still matter? Well, he was the guy who showed Hollywood that comedy could be daring and talk about serious issues without losing the humor. In my opinion, it's something Hollywood's forgot. He pushed boundaries and made it so movies could be outrageous, weird, and still be a hit. His movies weren't just funny. They were smart, taking on big themes like race, fear, and even space operas, while still making you laugh your head off. Can we say the same today?
Qualifications?
Arson, armed robbery, mayhem.
Wait a moment. What have you got in your mouth?
Nothing.
Nothing, eh? Lyle.
Gum.
Chewing gum online, eh? I hope you brought enough for everybody.
I didn't know there was gonna be so many.
Boy, is he strict.
Gotta get in there close and find out what's happening.
There's our ticket.
Hey, boys! Look what I got here.
Hey, where are the white women at?
And let's not forget, Mel Brooks isn't done yet. Even in his 90s, he's still dropping jokes and popping up in interviews, reminding us all why he's the king of comedy. His humor inspired generations of comedians and filmmakers, proving that sometimes it's okay to go a little wild if you have something to say. Mel Brooks changed Hollywood by making comedy big, bold, and a little bit bonkers. He proved that it's okay to make fun of even the most serious things as long as you do it with heart, not hate. So if you haven't already, add his movies to your watch list. You'll laugh, you'll cringe, and you'll see exactly why Mel Brooks is a legend, and so Hollywood. Well, there you have it, movie gang. Keep it funny, keep it bold, and keep it Brooks. Thanks for watching, and remember...
A riot is an ugly thing. And I think that it is just about time that we had one!